Hello, hello, my dear students. I hope you're fine. This is your teacher Daniel, wishing to you the best for this week. I wish a week full of blessings to you and many good things that happen um, over you. And well, this is the first topic that we're going to treat in depth during this week, which is our grammar topic. I know this topic. I hadn't explained it to you as I should at the moment. But well, we're going to take advantage of the times that we have during this week, during the sessions, in order to explain to you the grammar topic and the new paragraph genre that we're going to see this week, which is the definition paragraph. But well, we have this topic waiting, which is the present perfect, right? So to use the present perfect, we need to think about experiences. Yes, things that took place in the past, started in the past, let's say at a specific moment in the past. Sorry for the redundancy, but I like to be very clear with the explanations. You know how I explain topics. Yes, this started at a specific moment in the past. It still has influence in the present, and it might continue in the future. What do I mean? The next thing, for example. In 2001, when Tomb Raider was shot in Cambodia, Angelina Jolie saw some refugees. When did she see the refugees? She saw the refugees at a specific moment in the past. When exactly? In 2001. Yes? So, the action started in the past, so she saw the refugees. And since then, desde ese momento, since then, she has, because that's the contraction, remember, she has, yeah, she has visited refugee camps in Asia and Africa. So, has she stopped doing this action? No, she still continues doing this action. So, since that moment that the action started until now, she still visits the refugee camps and she might continue doing this in the future. That is the context of the present perfect. Actions that start at the past, at a specific moment in the past, still have influence in the present and might continue in the future. That is the present perfect. How do I build the present perfect in terms of a structure? You saw the first structure here. You have the auxiliary have or has, depending on the person, if it is the third person, so has, yes, he, she, it, the others are with have, and the past participle. It is important, very important, guys, that we learn the forms of the past participle. I'm going to send you this link in order for you to distinguish what the past participle is. In this case, this is the present. We usually have the simple past and the third list. This is the one that we need in order to concrete the idea of the present perfect. This is the one. These are the verbs that we need in order to build up our past perfect sentences. Yes? So in that case, we would have the structure clear or correct, right? Let me just clear that this. Okay, that's much better. Good, back. Yeah. So we are going to practice. How are we going to practice? I will send you this game in order for you to learn the forms. Yes, remember, it's important to learn the forms. If we have build, for example, what is the simple present of build? So you know that it is build. So in this case, past participle, simple present. Forget. Forget, in this case, what is the past participle of forget? Forgotten. Yes, the third verb of the list. Yes, the third list of the verbs in this case. So you got to choose the correct forms and you need to fill out the gaps. Yes, in order for you to memorize the forms of the past participle, which are the ones that we need for the present perfect. Remember. Yes. In terms of formulas, I was saying to you, the present perfect is very simple to understand. Yes. So the first thing is the positive statement. Subject, have or has, in this case the auxiliary, and and then the past participle. For example, I have tried sushi, or I have gone to the United States, or I have been to this specific place. Yes. So subject, auxiliary, have or has, and then we have the past participle. Yeah. For the negative, you only have to add an nt in this case if you want to add the negative in a contracted way, which is like the informal way, or you just add the note and you're done. Yes, for example, I have not tried sushi. Yes, or I haven't tried sushi. For the third person, she hasn't tried sushi or she has not tried sushi. Yes, the try in this case you say, but teacher, it has the ed. Yes, because remember that regular verbs in terms of past simple and past participle, they have the same form. Yes, with the ed. So that's why they don't change in this sense. The irregular forms are the ones that change, that have the particular form in the simple past and the particular form in the simple in the past participle. But depends as well because we also have verbs that do not change. Yeah, so that's what you have to. That's why you have to memorize them. For the question, you only have to invert. Yes, only the auxiliary goes first and then the subject. Have you ever tried or have you tried sushi? And you're done. Yes, this is the usage, or this is, let's say, the pragmatical way of using the formulas, the grammar formulas for the present perfect. Yes. Now let's talk about some linguistic elements that are important. Well, we already saw the example of Angelina Jolie. Lewis Hamilton became Formula One driver when? When exactly did he become this? In 2007. So this is starting in the past. So since then until now, he has won 21 races. And he hasn't stopped. Yes? He might continue winning more races. Yes? So that's like the context that I explained to you. Now, we have three sources when we have questions and when we have answers and I mean positive answers and negative answers. For example, for a question we have the ever. Yes. Have you ever seen an action film? So the ever goes in the middle of the subject and the past participle. Yes. Have you ever? So in this case, has she ever, depending on the person. And if you say yes, I have had the experience. So you say already. I have already seen many, or I have already done that. Yes. If you want to tell me this in a negative way, so no, I haven't done this yet. So you know that we have yet. This is the element that we have for the negatives, and we have them as well for the questions. For example, have you finished your homework yet? No, I haven't finished my homework yet. In this case, yet goes at the end, and it might go in the questions and the negative answers. Yes, usually at the end of the sentences. The ever goes in the middle as well as the already. I mean, ever goes in the middle of the subject and the past participle, and the already goes in the middle of the participle of the auxiliary, sorry, and the past participle. Yes, those are like the formulas in order to understand what is the idea. Try to create questions and try to create answers for the next images. Yes, you already have this presentation. So try to create them and try to give me these examples in class in order to correct your structures. Yes. Have you ever gone to the Everest? I haven't yet, or I have already gone to this mountain. So you try to do your own examples, guys. Yes. And for this specific structure, we have this activity. Yeah, so this is the chart with the explanation that I gave you in other words, and you have to complete the statements. Yeah, so we're going to check these statements in class, and we're going to check the examples that you come out with in class as well. So take the hour from 1 to 2 in order to check this video, in order to do the exercises, and at the after the hour, so we check in class, we check in the session if you have any questions, and we do some practice and that will be all for today. Yeah, so we're going to focus only on present perfect today. Tomorrow, remember that we're going to start definition paragraph. Yes, so that will be the end, my friends, of this tutorial. Remember to keep in mind the formulas, the explanation that I gave you. Remember to watch all the videos that I sent you guys. It's important for you to keep record of the materials that I give you in order to facilitate our learning process and our sessions in class. Yes, our sequencing class actually. Okay, my friends, that will be all for today. Remember to study the present perfect, and I will see you at 2 p.m. as usual on Tuesdays. Okay, bye bye. Take care.